What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 13, no, 14. It's 14, Jack. Learn to count. It's day 14. It's almost Christmas, 10 days away. And we're back, of course. Before we get into today's episode, just to kind of say, if you didn't watch yesterday's episode, it was unlucky for some. And that some was us, or someone was me. It wasn't great, but if you want to see our misfortune, as always, go catch up. And another thing I'll just say is, my good old friend, some of you probably know him by now, I imagine, but Dr. Benji, I'll put a link somewhere over here, maybe. If you click there, you can go to his channel. He's doing an advent calendar series going through teams to manage in Football Manager 2017. So if you're stuck for save ideas, or you just want to see a few different teams and see why they might be good to manage, go check out that series. As always, I'm joined by the box. It's here, yes, the Coca-Cola box of destiny. They're all in there still. Can you, yeah, we're good. Right, give it a swirl, hand in, hand out. What's it going to be? Please be good. You know, I look at the last few days, and we've been pretty unlucky. Am I not going to be able to open this sticky note? Come on, Jack. I believe in you. There we go. Right, the letter today. It's M. Right, we need to get Messi. This is the day we've been waiting for. The wheel has been terrible to me for the last few days. I need some luck. Wheel, please help us. I want to get Messi. Let's bring it on. Okay, guys, so here we are. The wheel's back as always. Please give us the 100 million. I don't ask very often. I don't know if Messi costs less than 50 million. Now I think about it. But either way, we've not got a lot of chance of getting him. But let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a spin. Maybe it can be good to us. We've not hit the 100 million yet. It'd be nice to hit it now, wouldn't it? Go on. Go 20 million. 20. I can live with that. That's a good amount of money. Compared to what we had the last few days, I can work with that. The letter is M. 20 million the fee. Let's hope we can get someone good. And yeah, let's get into Santa Claus FC. Okay, guys, so welcome back to Santa Claus FC. Obviously, last two episodes were recorded back-to-back, so I didn't get a chance to get your nicknames for the previous episode, but I have them today. So just to go through the two players who we picked up over the last two episodes, the first player we have here was formerly, if we just look at his name here, Jordi Quintilla. He's now known as Jordi Himtilla. I mean, it's close, isn't it? Quintilla, Himtilla. It works, it's tenuous, but I like it. Hymns, they're Christmassy. We don't have a name about hymns yet. And the other player we picked up was, of course, Isaacson. As you can see here, Isaacson, he is now known as Pies Axon. Now someone's going to go pies. You have minced pies at Christmas. I thought it was good. I like my food, in case you can't tell. So we got him in. Of course, today we've got money to spend, which is nice. We have got a few injuries to contend with, but let's find out who we can get. Of course, the last name has got to start with the letter M. The amount of money we have is £20 million. Who is there? Right. There's actually not as many players as I thought there would be, but Matuidi, I mean, he's pretty tempting off the back, isn't he? I mean, he'd be incredible for our midfield. Who else is there? Munyain, he's actually moved to Spurs on this save, but we could sign him if we wanted to. He's pretty good. I mean, he could be another great addition, couldn't he, as a playmaker in our side, perhaps to replace Ronaldinho Snow. What are the injuries we've got at the moment? Friesman's got a little bit of an injury. Xhaka's out injured. That kind of makes me want to pick up Matuidi, if I'm honest. I know Ho is also out suspended. Thinking. Right, I think I'm going to go with Matuidi. There's some pretty good players here. I'm sure if I was to scroll down, I'd find more players. There's players, you know, like Maximilian Meyer, Luka Modric. Oh, he's pretty good, isn't he? At the same time, he's not exactly the box-to-box midfielder I feel like we need, but he is like the best playmaker probably in the world. Let's compare them. Oh, it's a case of what do I want versus what do I need. I mean, Matuidi's like got him beaten hands down defensively and physically, but we also already have Xhaka, who's fairly good defensively. How does Modric compare with Ronaldinho Snow? Let's have a look. I mean, there's no contest, is there? Actually, there kind of is. Now that I look at it, like Ronaldinho Snow actually beats him in a few of the key areas for a playmaker. Apparently he's not registered for our next game. What happened there? I mean, he is available, so I don't understand. Right. I think I've got to make a decision here. Do I want Modric or do I want Matuidi? Please let me know which one you think I should have picked in the comments. The player I am going to go with is Matuidi, or if there's another player who I've missed, you know, tell me that I've got that wrong as well. But no, I feel like Matuidi. Do I want Matuidi? Oh, I might go Modric. I can't make up my mind. Send help. if I was live streaming this, it'd be so much easier. I'd just do a poll in the chat so I know that I'm not going to upset everyone. Now I'm turning into a pirate. Right, let's go with Matuidi. People have a go at me when I don't weigh up my options enough, but I feel like part of the glory of this save is I kind of have to make an on-the-spot decision that isn't necessarily informed. Right, Matuidi comes in. He's going to come in for the, as you can see, injured Xhaka, who's actually out for 4 to 5 weeks. Yanni Letski is also still injured, out for 4 to 8 days. So a no-ho-ho comes out. That probably means that Liam Angel's going to have to play, and then we can bring in one of the Siepi relatives to play right back for us. So we're going back to the amateur route. We can bring on Ashley Cole. I could maybe bring him on for Isaacson. That kind of works. I'm noticing now we have a lot of centre midfielders. I guess we play with, well, 5 of them, so we kind of need a fair few, but we have more than I realised. I feel like we've got to play him Tiller. I mean, Friesman, a little bit of an injury, but his condition's not great. I feel like he's probably best as an option on the bench for us. So yeah, I think this is the team we're going to go with today. Of course, if you've got a nickname for Matuidi, please let me know them down in the comments, down below me. Go right there. You know, tell me which player you would have gone for, Matuidi or Modric. And also, you know, give me some nickname suggestions. Right, let's get into today's game. And speaking of today's game, we're taking on SJK. Now, I talked about this team actually at the end of last episode, and the reason for that being is, if we look at the money that's been spent in this division, they've signed Ronald Gnoli, they've signed Basilia, they've signed Cesar Montes from Monterrey, they have signed Rene Adelaide, of course, from Arsenal. And there's a few other players here as well, right, as we go down the list. Players who aren't quite worth so much, but are still pretty good additions. So I'm not exactly looking forward to today's game against SJK, because they've got quite a good team, really. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. So I actually feel like counter is probably the best way to play today. Going to be a big game for Matuidi, you know, making his debut, a new addition to the side. Apparently, Ronaldinho Snow remains some way off being fit for the game. Friesman has actually passed a medical, but he can only play 45 minutes. Which isn't ideal, is it? Right. I have got Ronaldinho Snow in the team at the moment. I've just realised how bad his condition is. So I'm glad I noticed that now. I might play Isaacson. Oh gosh, Isaacson's worse than I remember. What about Santa's Little Helper? If I put Santa's Little Helper in midfield, then Ashley Cole can play further up. That's what we'll do. Right, Santa's Little Helper for Ronaldinho Snow. And then we will swap him and Ashley Cole around. If I'd known about that injury, I forgot about the gashed leg and the condition issue. I probably would have gone with Modric in hindsight. But it's a bit late now, innit, to realise that I've made that mistake. Right, this is the team we're going to go with for today's game. Just to recap our kind of current squad. Rudolph in goal. If we go further up the pitch here, you can see we have Saint Nick at left back. At right back, we go with the Finnish amateur Siepi. In the centre back positions, we have the Liam duo. We have Liam Angel. He's not very good, is he? And alongside him, we do have Liam Jinglebell, of course, Ridgewell. Going up into the midfield, we've got Victor Elf, who's not a bad centre mid, to be honest. We have Matuidi as a deep line playmaker. His vision and passing ain't that great, is it, as a playmaker? Would that make more sense? I mean, Elf's passing and vision isn't that great either. Neither is Santa's Little Helper. I'm going to play Matuidi in the centre because he's the best player defensively. Anyway, as I said, Santa's Little Helper to the right. Centre attacking mids, we've got Ashley Cole, who of course is actually Joe Cole. If you don't know why his nickname wrong, please watch the first episode. We have alongside him Yori Himtilla, who of course is a fairly new addition to the squad. We signed him on the 12th. Of course, they are what the numbers mean before the players' names. And up top for today's game, we're going to go with Candy Kane. So let's see what we can do here. Let's submit the team. A few players lacking match fitness, but it's a price we've got to pay. Hopefully, you know, Matuidi, big game today, can be an absolute star for us. That's the hope. But yeah, they've got quite a good team, haven't they? You kind of look through these players. They've got Samuel here. They've got Risky up top, who's not bad. I guess he's one of the few players they've not really replaced. They've got Basilia from AS Monaco, is that? No, Standard, apparently. I swear he's at Monaco. Oh, apparently he was on loan before they signed him. That makes a little bit more sense. Rene Adelaide out on the left. They've got a pretty good team here, haven't they? Ron McNorley alongside Ajala at the back. I mean, Ajala, he's not superb, but he's probably as good as Liam Ridgewell. This is going to be a really tough game. This team have really strengthened themselves. Let's see how we get on. We are, of course, away from home. We've lost the last 2 games in a row. Granted, they've been some of the hardest games of the season. I feel like this is now a chance for us to try and prove ourselves here. You kind of, I don't know, you look at our team as a whole, I'd say they probably have the better team today, which is a bit of a rarity. But of course, I did give all the teams in Finland a lot of money to spend. SJK, one of actually the few teams who have decided to actually spend that money to really strengthen their side. I believe they're currently actually below us in the league tables. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, we're going to try and hit them on the counter. That's going to be the game plan at least. But that could be tricky today. We'll have to see how we get on. Obviously with Siepi at right back and Liam Angel having to start at centre back. We're a little bit weaker than I'd like to admit, perhaps, in the defence. But let's see what we can do. The Christmas tree formation. They are in possession of the ball here. Looking at the early stats, 10 minutes gone. No one's really had a breakout chance. We might get one here, although, well, Romagnoli crushes those dreams as he does intercept, and Candy Kane can't get on the end of it. And, well, they have a very good midfield to SJK. Kind of look across the players. They're spreading it around here, and we could be in problems. Hermé whips it in. Risky. Straight at Rudolph. That was not... I was about to say that was not a risky finish, but when do you ever describe the finish as risky? You don't. But either way, we've been let off the hook. That's what I'm trying to say here. 14 minutes gone, there's another highlight. They're having a lot of chances early on here. We're kind of hoping to hit them on the break once. I feel like that's the game plan. It's not exactly the best game plan now I think about it, but I don't have any better ideas. So we'll see what we can do. The issue is, because they're playing a 4-2-3-1, they're only committing one man to the attack, and if we break down the play fairly, early on in one of their attacks, they've not actually got that many men committed up the pitch. Risky, another effort there. It gets blocked away nicely. That was a clear-cut chance, so it was good defending to get the block in. But yeah, as I was saying, this kind of shape that they're playing, you can kind of counter it sometimes if they have kind of a long period of pressure. But at the same time, I mean, it doesn't matter what I say, does it? Because they've just scored a set piece. Down to 5th, Rani Adelaide has scored, the former Arsenal man. Quite highly rated actually in Football Manager. I've not seen that much of him, I've got to confess. But he's got a goal for the SJK here. And I feel like at this point I have to hold up my hand to the mitt. To try and get top this season, I might have bitten off more than I realised. I might have bitten off more than I can chew. You know, like at Christmas where you get like a really stringy bit of meat because it's not very good meat. Is that just my family where you get like, not the turkey's fine, but if you have like beef afterwards, a few days later with the family, is that just me? Probably. Right, let's move on from that. We're only 1-0 down. There's 20 minutes left in this game. Can we score immediately? Why not? Okay, I'll tell you why not, because they blocked the shot. They blocked the shot, Jack. Right, can we stop Samuel, please? Can we do it? Someone stop them. They've already scored one. Oh dear. That's not very good. I don't know why I'm whispering. They've just scored 2 in 2 minutes. I knew this was going to be a tough game, but we've not defended particularly well there, have we? Let's be real. We've got a lot of men back. I mean, okay, it was a very good finish. I don't really blame Rudolph in goal, but I feel like there's a lack of pressure to let the man turn at the edge of the 18-yard box. Shall we change the system? I feel like, I've got to be honest, boys, Christmas tree formation letting us down a little bit. Am I allowed to say that aloud? Is that going to get me in trouble with you guys? Probably. Let's play very narrow. Let's try and exploit the middle. And let's play direct. Let's see what we can do here. I'm also going to change Ashley Cole to be on the attack duty. Thinking. I don't think I want to change it too much more yet. I feel like it'd be a bit reactionary. Granted, they've been the better team, but we've changed a little bit. We're going to go on the attack. Can Santa's little helper bring us some Christmas magic? No, he can't. He's been dispossessed. Now we need to defend. Can we do that? Can we counter? Run, Harry! He's not very quick, is he, for a lone forward, Harry Kane? Ashley Cole, Victor Elf. Feed Harry, and he might score. Give it to the Kane. There he is. Oh, Romagnoli. He's quite good at the back, isn't he, Romagnoli? That looked like a foul by Liam Ridgewell, but I'm going to let him off. It wasn't given. I feel like 3 defeats in a row. I'm mentally broken at this point. It's all gone wrong. I mean, we've had 2 shots. We could concede again. It's a set piece. It's whipped in. Let's not concede 2 set pieces in one game. Risky's already scored a screamer. He lays it out wide. Ball in. He's there again. Don't let him finish it. Rudolph, you are useless in that, mate. Darren Randolph, I've been fairly impartial to him, if I'm honest, kind of in real-world football. Never really had a complaint about Rudolph. I have one today. I feel like I have the grounds for a good one as well. Risky. It's a nice finish, but it's not exactly in the bottom corner. It's such a tight angle. It wasn't hit with any power. I feel like we've been let down there a little bit by Rudolph, if I'm honest. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. Right, Liam Angel He's won the ball well there. Maybe I just need to bring on Friesman at half-time. Maybe that's the secret. If we can get one before half-time, we might have a chance, you know, with Friesman coming on. But we need a goal, really. 3-0 is a big margin to try and overturn. Matuidi's on a booking. That immediately makes me worried for a sending off. Let's hope I'm not foreshadowing something there that is actually going to happen. Risky. He keeps it in. I mean, 4-0 is unthinkable at this point, isn't it, really? Himtilla. He gets fouled by Romagnoli. Send him off. It was a disgusting tackle. Get him off, ref. It didn't look that bad, did it? Not that two dots kind of colliding with each other on the pitch ever looks bad, but it didn't. We take it short. Can we make something happen here? Victor Alf. There's options out wide on the left. I mean, it's Nick Shorey. That isn't really an option. Harry Candy Kane. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 3-1. We might have a hope. We might have just a little glimmer of an opportunity here. The ball, it's a big hoof ball up. Candy Kane, one touch round the keeper, slots it away. Take a bow, my son, SJK. I mean, they're 3-1 ahead. It's still looking pretty good for them. But maybe that's something to build of in the second half. Although, I am going to tell my players I'm not very happy with that performance so far. Ashley Cole's not had a very good game. I feel like I'm going to bring on Friesman. I got told he could play half a game. He's going to have to. His condition, not very good if I'm being honest. But we need a miracle. We need something to happen here. And I feel like he's the man to make this Christmas miracle a reality for us in the second half. 3-1 down. SJK definitely got the better players, definitely the better team. They're a lot better balanced than we are. You know, it's like they've been able to sign the players they want as opposed to just leaving it up to a wheel to decide and a box full of letters. I mean, I don't feel like it's the best transfer strategy. And if there's any real football managers watching, which I kind of hope there's not, because if you are like a real football, like there's better use of your time, I feel like, than watching my videos. Go and scout some players or something. I don't know. Actually, no, do stay, but don't watch this video expecting any tips because I'm not going to be offering any transfer advice, I don't think, today. We've not really discovered, I feel like, any hidden gems yet. There's not been any players who have really stepped up who we expected nothing from. No cult heroes here at Santa Claus FC. Maybe Harry Candy Kane, but I'm going to be honest, Harry Kane, not exactly an unknown quantity if we're being honest, but, well, we're on the attack here. Friesman, I mean, 3-2 and it might be a game. Himya! Oh, I've called him Himya. It's Himtilla Jack. Himya sounds better. I'm going to call him Yordi Himya. Is that okay? Is that... I want to edit out a syllable. You know, Himtilla? Nah, get rid of the till. Himya. Or nah. Yeah, I'll add an extra Y. Himya. It sounds like the sound you make if you're like doing karate, doesn't it? Himya! I don't know what I'm talking about. Right. 3-2. I feel like these episodes make me do weird things, if I'm honest. But the comeback might be on. Yordi, unfortunately, we won't get the nickname update until the next match, but he's Himya now to us. Friesman, Fred Fruit, Candy Kane. Go on, let's go. It's 3-3. SJK, they don't know what's hit him. Friesman, 2 assists for him. The fight back is on. 3-0 down. It's 3-3. There's 25 minutes left. I fancy a win here. Friesman, big ball forward. It's not the greatest bit of defending I've ever seen, but bang. I mean, that's a merciless finish, isn't it, there? Just smashing it in to the keeper's face. It was a little bit unneeded, the power he hit it with, but found its way to the back of the net. We'll go with it. We're on the attack again. Himya loses the ball. Prohuli, now with Risky. Let's not concede now. No. No. Stop it. Rudolph, please. I believed. I mean, there's still time. There's still time, but I did believe for a second. We've got options. Matuidi, not having a great game. Santos Little Helper isn't either. Let's bring on Isaacson. Part of me wants to bring on Ronaldinho Snow, but I probably shouldn't. I was told not to. I also just cancelled my change. Not exactly a recommended move. Yeah, let's bring on Isaacson for Santos Little Helper. Let's do that, because I feel like we need some fresh legs in the midfield. We've been caught on the counter. Who's that there? Liam Angel losing his man. He's not very fast, to be fair, Liam Angel, but at the same time, you kind of hope he'll keep up with the attacker there. Gets through. Gazinski, I think, was the name of the goal scorer. It's only 4-3. I believe, boys, we can still make a Christmas miracle happen. I think it's time to throw Nick Shorey and Siepi going forward. You know, the Finnish amateur at right back. Can we have a Christmas miracle from him? I'm tempted to bring on Ronaldinho Snow as well, if I'm honest. Himya's having a good game, so I'm actually going to take off Victor Elf. And we're just going to shuffle kind of our players around a little bit. So Himya going to go now to left mid or left centre mid. Up top, we're going with Friesman, Ronaldinho Snow, and Candy Kane. Let's see if they can make a difference for us. 15 minutes left in this game. I was told not to play Ronaldinho Snow. I've ignored my physio. I'm sure he's going to be delighted with that decision. But let's see what we can do. 10 minutes left in this game. Do I go overload? Overload never works, but let's just do it. YOLO. I just said, I'm going to hell. I'm sorry. We should probably commit more men forward. Who can we commit forward? Right, Himya, centre mid on attack. Advanced playmaker on attack is Pizaks, and Ronaldinho Snow, attacking midfielder on attack. In fact, no, shadow striker, yes. Harry Candy Kane, complete forward on attack. This is what we're going to do. We're going to hoof it down the middle, route one, and hope we can make a Christmas miracle happen. We did so well to fight back from 3-0 down. To lose this 4-3 would just be a bit of a kick in the gonads, but time is ticking away here. 3 minutes, make something happen. Overload never works. I'm going back to attacking. If we score now, it's going to prove that overload never works, but we're probably not going to score. There's only half a minute left. They're on the attack. Bashilia, nice tackle. Counter, run. I wanted to believe. I really did. I really did. It's going to finish 4-3, isn't it? Unless there's time. Go on. Shoot. Don't shoot from there. Keep going, though. Yeah. No, it's over. Dream's dead. 4-3 it finishes. What an incredible comeback it could have been. Unfortunately, it just wasn't to be. I feel like Xhaka in the team, we'd be okay. We drop out the European qualifying places. We're down to 5th. Looking at the league table now, all the teams have played roughly the same amount of games. Unfortunately for us, IFK Maraham, 34 points after 14 games. We only have 10 games left of the season. They're going quite strong, aren't they? We really need them to completely slip up. Looking below them, HJK going pretty strong as well with a game in hand. Unfortunately for us, SJK, who we just played, now leapfrog us. They're now going to 3rd. Cups in 4th as well. We're losing our ground. I feel like 1st, probably beyond this now, but we can aim a little bit higher still. We've got Maraham next episode. They're the team top. I mean, if we want to stop their unbeaten run, we have a great chance to do so. That's going to be a tricky game, but then from then onwards, I guess we have Cups in 4th. But then we have quite a nice run, I believe, to the end of the season. You know, some nicer games. So maybe we can have a late resurgence, a late run, and, well, not necessarily win the league, but I feel like top 2 at this point is still semi-realistic and kind of a goal we should be going for. Because we've got quite a good team now, I think. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode from me as always. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you've got a nickname suggestion from Matuidi, leave it down below and let me know, Matuidi or Modric, who would you have picked? I'd like to know your answers on postcards or YouTube comments is also an acceptable form of answering. Anyway, that is all. Thank you as I already said. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 15? Yeah, 15. And other than that, it's me, Jack, and I'm out.